sugarcane normally goes up to 8 to 10 feet tall. And they use those coppers to refine the sugar. And cotton. Cotton was mostly done in Nevis, which is our sister island. But before sugar, tobacco was basically what we do here on the island. That tree you see on our left, we call it a Samoa tree. It is said that the tree is about 400 years or even maybe more. That's Samoa tree.
We just arrived at Romney Manor, the home of Samuel Jefferson. I believe it was built in 1626, but I've got to go back and check the plaque. There's also a boutique place here. Romney Manor. I think I hear some of the monkeys in the background. This is the only place where they've had monkeys on any of these islands. This is a tropical island, so we've seen mangoes as well. And it's a botanical garden here as well. There's that 400-plus-year-old tree. Looks like they put planters up there made out of mesh. On the tree. There are some very talkative birds here, but the tour guide explained that the mongoose that they brought to get rid of the rats also got rid of the parrots on this island. So good to have monkeys and some other birds. More of Romney Manor. Flora and fauna.
One palette, the long 8 feet, and to turn genuine that teeth, you're gonna take it and reverse. And if it's not reversible, it's natural teeth. It has to be the same on both sides. There is.
I just got my rum punch. They call it Jefferson's rum punch. It's pretty good. And I'm enjoying the plants. Romney Manor sure knows how to treat its visitors. In a beautiful environment. I am safely in the bell tower. The first time it's actually rained more than a drizzle on any of these islands. But this is St. Kitts, the only island that has a true tropical environment. So rain is needed. Just arrived at Brimstone Hill, and here are the infamous 50 steps that will walk up to the peak. So I've made it up 2 steps of the 50 going to the top. I've made it to the top of Brimstone Hill. Well, almost. I think there's 5 more steps for the actual peak where you saw the flag. Looking down on St. Kitts. I believe that's Nevis, their sister island, and I'm not sure I can see any other islands today. We learned this became a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1999 per Elizabeth, Queen of England. This is the summit view, and that is Nevis, the sister island. So I'm not sure what other island I was looking at. I can see they were getting rain at the top of the mountain, possibly. You can see more of the barrack area. So the Brimstone Hill complex is pretty large. I am considering walking up that hill, but that's up for debate. This is a typical barrack. It's pretty tight. They know what they're doing.
They're playing chicken.
And it's closest to us, that's Stacia. But they are in the vicinity of about 4 of them. St. Bartholomew, Stacia, and St. Bart's.
Mahogany
Government.
More scenic than historic now. Nevis.
Now look to your right up the street here. Look at those homes up here.
Oh my goodness. Mansions.
Yeah.
I am at Timothy Hill. I already got a picture where the Caribbean Sea is on one side and the Atlantic on the other. Now I'm looking down at the Atlantic as well as the Marriott Resort on the beach. My wonderful tour guide, cab driver, Iva. This is the first tunnel I've been through in the islands. Connecticut, oh yeah. It's Caribbean Sea.
Yes.
And now the Atlantic, which is calm today. All the beaches are public in St. Kitts, so I can just pass through to go see the Caribbean side of St. Kitts. They call this Friars Beach, St. Kitts. Looking over at Nevis, the sister island, and back at St. Kitts. The water is green and blue here as well on the Caribbean side. I am at a place called Shipwreck, and I'm seeing my first monkey that this island, St. Kitts, is famous for. Shipwreck, St. Kitts, South Friars Beach, or Friars Bay. All right, so we are here at the right time. The monkeys are all active today.
They say at night when they feed them, they come out in
Droves. Well, here's a little one bouncing on that branch. There he goes.
their tails are. That's interesting.
Stay balanced that way. Wow, that is a long tail.
It is. It's longer than their bodies. It's
Oh.
interesting.
Atlantic and Caribbean.
Yes,
at the same
that's where
spot.
I just came from.
Very cool.
Mongoose. This one just approached me. Yep, it's beautiful.
It is. And a dish is dumpling with saltfish and plantain.
Okay, and they said something, yeah, it was dumplings. Yeah, all of it sounded good, I think. Coconut dumplings, salt fish, and plantains. And you put tomato in it as your base? Or,
Yes, of course.
yeah,
Local peppers.
yes. We're on the pristine side.
Yep.
Wow, this is beautiful. Yes, that's gorgeous. And look, those houses. But this is all the Caribbean side.
That's the Caribbean side.
All of it, yep.
Over there used to be filled with mega yachts.
Uh-huh. Before the pandemic.
Yes.
And now you've only got one mega yacht?
Last week, the week before, they had been 3 there. It's not a salt one anymore because of development. I'll show you.
Oh. Mm-hmm, I see the cut through.
We're going to cut through there so this water can come straight through. So we dredged it.
Gotcha.
Dominican Republic.
Guyana, Dominican
Where
Republic.
they come here and settle. You also have a lot of Jamaicans that come here
Ah,
and settle on the island. However, in terms to buy properties and so on, you will get people from the States, you get people from China.
uh-huh. That's what I've heard. China,
Yeah.
and then Taiwan just built some building
Taiwan.
here, right?
Right, yes.
I can't remember what it was, but
Yes. Those type is extremely expensive.
yeah. So the Great Salt Pond is no longer a salt pond, but it's still beautiful. Now I'm at Cocksail Beach, or something like that. That is Nevis, only 2 miles away from this part of St. Kitts. And well, the water here is just as beautiful. We're coming back from Cockleshell Beach and looking at what used to be the Great Salt Pond. Woke up and we are docked in Tortola. 7 a.m.
A lot of different pirates. Beef Island was one of the hubs that the buccaneers and the privateers would venture to. So they would venture over there and collect beef, pearls, some of them would have beef, and some of them would have.
We have arrived in Virgin Gordo after a 30-minute cruise, and already can see some of these large rock formations on our ride.
Okay? So we'll be your guides. If you need us at any point, you let us know. We'll be. What do you need? Right. So, okay?
Headed to the baths. Headed to the baths. We've made it to a lookout point. You can see there's a big crowd. This is the bluest water we've seen. Here in Tortola and Virgin Gordo. She is the lead. Virgin Gordo with everyone that came on the cruise tour. We are not able to go in the ocean today, just the baths, which is fine, because rough waters. We could be taken out to sea. Some of us crawled on all fours to make it to this cove.
This is not so scary.
It's not scary, but it's very difficult to explain this place without seeing it. But I think I've made it past 2 of the 3 ladders. 1 to go. I survived. I made it out. You've still got about half of the folks finishing the trail, and I've made it to the beach bar. Not everyone had to do the full tour. There was the option to start here, where we finished, at the beach bar. And you still get a very beautiful view of these volcanic, molten lava, prehistoric rocks. So I'm leaving the baths with my painkiller. We are leaving Tortola. It is 3:30. This is the earliest that we've left any port. I had a wonderful day at the Virgin Gordo Baths, which is another island, a part of the British Virgin Islands. A 30-minute ferry ride. Oh, it was totally worth it. It's hard to say I have a favorite, but I will say Tortola and Virgin Gordo have the most beautiful water. Salt Island when we took the ferry to Virgin Gordo. Thanks to Google Maps.
History tells us that in 1493 he took sugar cane to grow in the Caribbean. The climate, obviously he found, was perfect for the growth of the cane, so an industry was quickly established. Real manual labourers were needed, hence the start of the slave trade that brought slaves from Africa to work on the plantations. And vast profits were yet to be made to the extent that the sugar was called white gold.
Riding on the elevator. Princess is having an art auction today, and these are the 2 pieces that struck me when I walked by the art gallery earlier. this week.